Huge welcome to everyone.
King of the intros.
King of the intros. Hey, I changed the pictures in this one, so I got to give some credit, right? I included our wives, so because of that, we'll get in trouble if we don't do that, right? So we were due for that. As Angie's like, "Yep, you're right, pal." So welcome to the Badgers, and we'll get to introductions here in a minute. Jack and Colin, both Sonny and Angie, big welcome. And Jack and Colin, thank you for being here as usual and on time, which I always appreciate because I'm a pain in the ass about that. So I think we were all talking in the green room that the opportunity for us to all get here today on time was a challenge. Is that right?
It was.
Yes.
And you guys just finished a long trip, right?
We worked for 15 days to be here.
Wow. 15 days and they're back just for the show. Now that's saying something. And you did shower up.
That was their destination. Got to get back for the show.
That's right. That's right. And Mr. HDR, I do believe you were doing some demo rides today. So we look forward to 100 videos coming out.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Colin, I know you took a trip with some new riders. Old friends, new friends. So that's cool. We look forward to hearing about that. And
Standing day.
Yeah, that is good. I can't wait to talk about the new jeans that you got.
Shut up.
I think they're riding jeans that they call skinny jeans. That's okay, dude.
They're not skinny jeans.
Dude, you look good in them, though. I told you that. We were texting.
It said slim. It said slimmer fit in the description. It didn't say skinny jeans.
All right. I'm sorry, man. I don't want you to get all fired up early.
Oh, not fired up.
I said it with love, man. I got
my ass handed to me yesterday. Are those skinny jeans? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So after the ride, I had to burn them.
So after Colin posts this video, if everybody can talk about the skinny jeans in the comment section of his video, I would really appreciate that. And just confirm that that's what they really were. So, hey, we're going to start doing some intros. Colin, how are we doing with people coming in? We have
over good start. We have over 53 people joining us, guys. So we got a lot of good people in here. Wind Road Therapy, Bob Nelson, Dusty the Wind, Robin the Lady Biker, who is king of the yoga, which I will not do. Toby Northern, Pete's 1800, Judge Norman, Ozarks HD Riders, Donna, Sinister Clutch, Smitty Independent Freedom, and a bunch of others, Motoblon, IAHOG Riders. So welcome, everybody. Appreciate you joining us tonight for this great hour that we're about to have in front of us.
No doubt. Do you think they do yoga in skinny jeans if guys go?
Can we drop it?
Okay. All right. Now that you want me to drop it, I'm only going to mention it all the time. I'm moving on. So Sonny and Angie, welcome. We appreciate you guys coming and rushing home to be on the show. And just going to do some intros. Tell us what you ride, where you're from, and how many miles you got on this weekend.
All right. So we're from Florida. I ride a 2005 CVO Fat Boy. And how many miles we got on this weekend, I don't know. But the last 15 days, we did about 3,000 miles. So that I do know. And it was a great time. We went to Winter Flint. What do you ride?
A 2005 Fat Boy as well, custom.
Yes. And did I say our names? I don't even remember. It's been a long day. All right. I'm Sonny. Everybody just calls me the Badger. This is Angie. Everybody calls her Mama Badger.
There we go.
And now we are. So thanks for getting here. And you can tell you were on a trip and you live in Florida because you got a little sun going on. So welcome back.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Farmer's tan.
That's
the funny
it.
thing is the first day we left and the last day we came back when we were in Florida was the only days that we had
Short sleeves
on. The rest of the time we were hoodies and jackets. Yeah.
Wow. Well, welcome back. HDR, you mind introducing yourself, please?
Hey, folks. HarleyDayRider back at you once again. Your girlfriend, HDR, out in the beautiful state of Pennsylvania. And yeah, myself and Henry actually went this morning at 9:30. We left, and we just got back about 20 minutes ago from a Harley-Davidson demo ride. And some amazing motorcycles out there. If you're not giving Harley a fair shake, get out there and buy a brand new bike because they got them ready for you.
Awesome.
Heard you rode some cool bikes, man.
Couple cool ones. There may be some videos in my future coming out on my channel. You know, HarleyDayRider. Check it out.
Can you give us a hint?
My favorite bike out of the day, which was a weird riding position, and this is going to be really weird, is the live wire, just because it was fun. I get on the highway and hit that throttle, and you could hear the excitement in my voice as I go 80, 85, and it was still wanting to go. The throttle wasn't even turned the whole way yet, you know. So,
nice.
But it was fun. It's just a fun thing to do. If you get a chance, get out there and do it. All these dealerships have amazing times, and I think, Colin, you've been to demo events before. You know, it's just a really good time.
Well, we will be talking about safety and speed later in the show, but no, I'm just kidding you, Jack. That is super cool.
Oh yeah, super cool.
Broncoride, introductions, if you don't mind.
I'll do like Jack, because Jack basically did his intro and on his videos verbatim.
Pretty much.
You did. And what do I say?
You go, hey guys, it's Colin.
Hey, it's Colin. How are you guys? I'm from Maryland. I ride a 2017 Street Glide Special. I go by Broncoride on YouTube, and I'm very glad to be here.
Very
nice. And I am BoDean 52. I am your host. I have a 2018 Ultra Limited and a 2000 Road King Classic. And I won't tell people that I was checking out a 2021 Ultra Classic today.
Yeah, I seen you doing the paperwork. I seen Dawn, your wife, was filming you doing the paperwork.
Yeah, it was.
I can't wait to see the reveal.
It was all a bad idea. So, hey, format tonight is we're going to ask 3 questions specifically to the Badgers, and then 3 for all of us, and then we'll do rapid fire. And Colin, if you could kind of keep the comments and questions for the Badgers.
I can do that.
That way we can make sure that we hit all of those. Sound good? All right. Drink check. The Badgers are probably not drinking anything after a long ride. What do you guys got?
We have smoothies.
Said it in unison.
Refreshing.
Yeah, your red faces, and it looks like you need a cold smoothie. That's for sure.
I think if the 3 of us did that, we'd have to add like rum.
Right?
Yeah.
Jack?
Fat tire?
Colin, dude, you got nothing?
What do you think I have?
Fat tire?
What do I always drink?
Or Heineken?
A cafe latte to go with those skinny
Heineken. Ding, 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 ding. There's the drink of the day.
Hey, I'm going old school.
Coors Light.
Old school tonight. So.
Hey, Ron C is in the chat. So, Ron, I really want to appreciate you posting that on Instagram today. So, hats off to you, brother. Thanks.
Yeah. The skinny jeans post was awesome, Ron. So thank you very much. All right, hey, let's get going with our guest again. We were super excited, and we are going to start off by having you tell us a little bit about both of you and your channel.
All right. Well, why don't we start with you, ladies first? I never do that, so.
She seemed surprised.
No?
What?
Okay. All right. So, a little bit about both of us. I've been riding since I was about old enough to throw my leg over a little scooter. We had a little scooter with a lawnmower engine in it, and I would spend like 3 hours to get it started so that I could ride it for like 30 minutes, and then the next day spend 3 hours getting it started again so I could ride it for 30 minutes. But that's kind of how I started. Dirt bikes, 4-wheelers. I lived on a 1,000-acre farm, so I kind of rode all of that coming up. And then she's been riding with her mom and dad for, you tell the story.
Let's see, mom and dad are on here watching. Was 6 weeks old when they put me on the motorcycle to go to grandma's house. So yeah, I've been riding with my dad, and then
got your license.
Decided to get my license in 2016 when I turned 40.
And she's probably put on 50,000 miles since she got her license when she turned 40. So she rides a bit.
Yes.
And then our channel. So our channel is / The Badgers, and it's basically our life, guys. So we spend a lot of time on motorcycles. I do most of the work on my motorcycles. If you're looking for like a cinematic, theatrical video, that's not us. But if you want to just like follow us to Eureka Springs and down dirt roads and who knows what we're going to end up in, that is us. That's why it's all about it's all about the biker lifestyle. So we just take you along on our adventures.
It's a nice decal you have in the back.
You like that?
Thing's huge.
Yeah,
It's pretty sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool.
We need to up our game.
Quick funny story on that. We went on a motorcycle trip, And I was the president of a networking group. And while we were gone, they essentially broke into my house, had that made, and it was sticking on my wall when I got back from the motorcycle trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not sure if I would say thank you or shoot them. So where do you guys are in? Where in Florida are you?
The Fort Myers, Sanibel area.
Okay, awesome. Been married, Angie. You've only been married like 15 years, because Angie looks like she's 30. So
right. So I believe June 14th will be 24 years.
Wow! Congratulations! Super cool. Do we have to be on good behavior? I'm feeling excited that your folks are in the chat room too.
Nope. Don't worry about it. They could give us.
I think I'm going to go to water now.
What did Joe Stuntler name?
Dirty Old Badger.
Dirty Old Badger has been named by that. So yeah, we're
awesome.
good.
All right.
Vipers too.
Okay. All right. So this is a question for the group. We'll start with the Badgers and then go around the horn. Would you ever consider having your motorcycle repainted instead of trading it in?
So yes, but more so probably wrapped. We've got one of our motorcycles wrapped now. And the beauty of that is if I don't like it, I can change it pretty inexpensively. So absolutely. Of course, we ride old bikes. My bike's almost got 100,000 miles on it. So, I mean, if I was like a new bike person and traded a lot, maybe not. But for us, we like to keep things a long time.
Yeah. Got it.
Like each other. We keep each other a long time.
Jack, how about you?
You know, it's interesting you said this, because I was going to get my bike repainted, and somebody said then it ruins your value by about 3/4 if you ever trade it. So I would probably just trade it on a new one.
Yeah, there you go. Colin, how about you?
How much does it cost? I don't even know this. Like,
about $5,000 to $6,000 around here.
Is that normal? Is it really that expensive?
And that's if you take the bike apart.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's
you can wrap it for about $1,500.
I heard wrapping is cool too, though.
You can do whatever you want. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah. Who did that for you guys?
It's called Brand One Inc. They're down in Cape Coral, Florida. They're the ones that did all of our T-shirts and stuff for us.
Okay.
They also wrapped I have a truck that's wrapped with the Badger. They did it as well. So.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, we should wrap our personal vehicles with our channel names on. I think that's a great idea.
Right off.
Yeah.
Colin, how about you?
No. No. I mean, honestly, is color that important? I mean, it's important, but I look at the overall bike. That's how I kind of look at it. If I'm going to buy something, I'd rather just buy another bike, a second one, instead of trading it in. That's my goal in life. But if I had to trade it in, I'd probably say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I brought this question up because I know that Jack's thought about that, and I used to have a denim black Street Glide Specialist 16, and it looked really cool in the showroom. And when I got it home, and after I put the first scuff on it in day one, I'm like, I'll never buy I will never buy a denim bike again.
Uh-huh.
And I actually thought of painting it, and then I thought, well, that seems stupid. So
I'm not a denim fan.
I
Never had
like that.
I'm not a denim fan.
Yeah.
And then some nice guy talked.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not a fan.
Some nice guy talked you into trading it anyway and getting.
There you go. Hey, they look really cool when you're in the showroom with them, but I'll tell you what, if you look at them wrong, there's a scratch that you'll never get out. You can't wash it the same way. It's just I could go on forever, but that's just, I guess it's personal. So I would definitely not do that. So one of the reasons that I wanted to get Sonny and Angie on is really because you guys are doing some really cool stuff that I know isn't internally driven. It's really about bikers and meeting. You talked about that in the green room, which was, hey, you rode for 15 days and you met a lot of cool people, right? Yeah. And that's really what it's about. So I want to ask you a couple questions just about what you guys are doing in the biker community, and really want to start off with, you got to tell us about the World Poker Run. When you first started this, I'm like, boy, this is ambitious. No way. And this thing is growing legs like crazy. Tell us about it, man. I'm super excited to hear about this.
So that's funny. You're not the only person that said we were insane. In fact, my wife told me I was insane. So basically, I just woke up one morning. We've never been to Sturgis. I woke up one morning. We were in the middle of doing a poker run for our local chamber. They tapped us because we're the bikers and we were part of the Chamber of Commerce. And they're like, we want to do a poker run. So we were doing that. And so I woke up one morning. I ran in and I was like, let's go to Sturgis. Let's set a world record on the way there. What's the world record? And I just started Googling, okay, what's the world record? What's it going to take? And it just kind of steamrolled from there. We're like, so how much good can we do from Florida to Sturgis? So we started setting up businesses to stop at. And it's not just us, though. Even though I had the idea, we have what we call our support bikers crew, and a lot of them are on here. I see DeBeard on here. I know Toby Northern's on here. Bell's Rides is on here. We have Ozarks HD Riders. These are all people that helped us do this. So it wasn't just us. They have been here the whole time, calling hotels and making reservations, setting up stops. I mean, the whole 9 yards. So it leaves July 30th from Port Charlotte, Florida. We're going to have a party the night before on July 29th. July 30th, we get up that morning, we pull our first card. We go to John Maxwell's shop at Maxwell's Motorcycles. That's our second card pull. Day 3, we go to Little Rock. No card pull there, just a party. Day 4 is Eureka Springs. We have our card pull at Switchback Bar, and then we have an after party at Legends Bar there in Eureka Springs. Then we go to Amarillo. No card pull there, just a party. Durango, Colorado. No card pull, just a party. We're going to ride the $1 Million Highway. We end up in Golden, Colorado, where we're going to have a huge party at Dirty Dogs, the #1 biker bar around there. Then we're going to go from there to Cheyenne, Harley-Davidson. That is our 4th card pull. And then at the very end, we're going to pull into the Sturgis Buffalo Chip. And when we pull in there, that will be us setting the world record for the world's longest poker run.
And that's what it is. It's distance. Is that correct?
It's distance and people. So originally, the record was 3,123 miles, but there was no amount of people. So Guinness basically changed it on us. And they're like, well, we want you to have, we'll count how many riders you have, but you have to have a minimum of 7. So right now we have almost 80 that are registered to go. And we've got 4 more weeks. And I keep getting messages. The last 2 weeks of this is going to be nuts. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't double in the next 4 weeks. So 150 to 200 bikers traveling cross country to break a world record and raise money for bikerdown.org. I don't know how we do any better than that.
And each and everyone who's watching and on here invited. If you can't do the run with us, come
to one of our
parties.
stops.
Yeah.
We're going to have meetups.
The best way to sum it up, that's just total badass.
Yeah.
Really
That's
cool.
going to be nice.
I was happy to hear it. I think I told you this before. I used to live in Durango. So when you guys said that's your stop, I lived there for almost 5 years of my life. I was like, that's an awesome area. But San Juan Mountains, you guys are going to love that $1 Million Highway. It's a beautiful area out there.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
You know what? You can see Bell's Rise. By the way, Bell's, nice to see you. You know, you guys are the driving force. I really appreciate people like you that do a lot of the work but give credit to others. So thank you for that. I know how hard you guys are working on this, and we're all behind you. So
that's awesome.
Before we go on to the next question, I do want to apologize to Colin that I really started this whole trend. I really didn't mean to.
Yeah, you see all the side chat there, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, look, this is really not my fault. It's really Ron C. So you can talk to Ron C. and ease it. But hey, I couldn't help myself.
While we're waiting, I'll see if I can pull up the photo and we'll do a vote.
If it was for a blue biker, Colin, you should bend over and clean your chrome on your bike.
Oh God, Jack, please.
Yeah, I'm just saying that would be really nice.
So moving on, because there's parents in tonight.
Thank you.
Can't get through the whole
but they're not Catholic parents. They're Protestant. They're fine.
They're absolutely not.
Yeah, and hey, we'll let Colin talk about that because I know that he's working with somebody, and I'll let him show the genes however he chooses to in his next video, which should be really interesting for all of us.
Be really good.
If you could just give me a heads up, dude, if it's something I don't want to see, so I don't watch, I would appreciate
don't watch it.
All right, so let's move on.
I hate you all.
Love you too, brother. So this is for everybody. As we get older, do you feel you have less patience or more patience?
So we talked about this a little bit before. I think I have more patience for life and less patience for idiot.
I like that.
That's exactly.
I mean, that's exactly what I told her. I mean,
what he
I
said.
understand things take time and things happen, and I'm cooler about that. But when you're just an idiot, my patience for that is just gone. I just can't deal with it.
Yeah.
It's an idiot, like a sunny idiot. Like
Yes.
Yes,
I have my version of an idiot. If you're that, I just say I can't. I have no
Angie, is that the same for you?
Yeah, but I have noticed like less patience as I get older, and I don't know why that is. I guess because I had kids, and so they were young, and so was really patient through that time. And now I don't have the kids to worry about, and I don't know. But
life experiences, right, get you that way sometimes. HarleyDayRider, Jack.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I have a lot less patience nowadays for idiots, but I always have a saying too: you can't fix stupid, so I can walk away from them. I find I have a lot of patience for my grandkids. You know, they can get into anything and do anything and jump and tackle me, and I just have tons of patience for them because they're just remarkable. But so yeah, it's 50-50 for me.
Colin?
I'm actually a very patient guy. It takes a lot to piss me off. Okay, there you go. There's your picture. That's the best I can do to blow it up. It's hard. So it's hard to see on that. That's me on the left. And that, you can't see it too well. I was trying to save the picture, but
is that the jeans picture?
They're skinny jeans, dude. Just to clarify.
Was that a cafe latte in your hand?
I'm muting everybody.
Hey, you sent the picture, dude.
I have no shame. So anyway, do I feel I have less patience? I mean, people piss me off, but it takes a lot, honestly. I'm a pretty laid back guy. So if you piss me off, it's a lot. So, but I pretty much try to get along with everybody. I mean, unless you're just stupid, like stupid people irritate me. So that happens. But overall, honestly, I haven't really, as I'm getting older, I'm not out in the front yard throwing stuff at kids, get off my lawn or anything like that, like you are. But for the most part, I'm pretty laid back dude.
People should stay off the freaking grass, dude. I don't care if they're kids or not, right? I mean, come on. You know what? I asked this question because I was talking to Mrs. BoDean the other day. I think I do have, like Angie, I think I have less patience as I get older with people, right? You say always surround yourself with people that, are positive and all that stuff. Because I don't like negative people. If you're a negative person, you're probably not going to be friends, right? So I think I have more patience with family. And I think that, I look at sometimes my sisters and go, boy, they're really less patient. What the hell's wrong with them? They're getting older. And then I realize I'm probably just like that, right? So trying to be conscious of that. But thanks for that feedback, and Colin, thanks for that picture. I can't unsee that now. So all right, back to the Badgers.
Thanks, Ron, if you're on here. Thank you.
The World Poker Run is amazing, but I really want to hear about support bikers. I mean, this is, all kidding aside, a movement. I'm not saying that because you're on here. I mean, this is some special crap going on. Tell us how it started, what's the cause, and how can people get more involved and learn more?
A movement. It's a movement.
I had one of those earlier. This show just went to crap, didn't it? All right. So support bikers. Do you want to cover this? Do you want me to cover it?
It's another one of his.
Another one of my crazy ideas. About a year ago, a year and 3 months ago, COVID hit. And so when it hit, I started thinking, all right, so I know Walmart's going to be fine. I know Amazon's going to be fine. And all these big companies are going to be great. But what about all of my biker buddies that have their small businesses? How are they going to survive? So that started us to thinking, so how do we get them exposure? How do we get people to support other bikers, right? If you need a t-shirt, buy it from another biker. I'm sure in your town, there's electricians, plumbers, whatever you need, and they're bikers. So why not find them and use them? And so then we're like, okay, so how do you find them? So that's where the supportbikers.com came in. Our first thought was, all right, we're going to put on small businesses, biker-owned, biker-friendly businesses. Mm-hmm. Then we said, well, how do we support YouTubers and content creators? So then we're like, all right, well, all the moto vloggers, all the Facebook pages, all of them, they can all put their listing on supportbikers.com. Mm-hmm. And then Angie said, well, we need to let the bikers put themselves on the map too, because one thing we learned traveling all over the country is when we pull into town, we usually go to the Best Western and we eat at the Olive Garden across the street because that's all we know. So what if we could reach out to a biker on supportbikers.com and say, hey, man, I noticed you're in this area. Where's the best place to ride? Where's the best place to eat? You know, what's the local flavor here? You want to come out and have a beer? You want to take a ride? Whatever that may look like, but give that connection where we could all support each other. And so literally that's where Support Bikers was born. It was launched, funny thing, a year ago yesterday. We launched supportbikers.com. And it has grown rapidly from there.
Again, a lot of you guys too have helped out with that by just getting on there and giving us feedback. I know Toby Northern's on here, and he was helping us with the website and with the poker run, but just you guys helping us make it a good platform for everybody to get on and utilize. So
because everybody jumped on board with this and started sharing it. John Maxwell was one of the first people that found out about it. He did a video about it that gave us a big boost. But the biker community has really kind of encircled around this and really helped push it. It's not nearly what it could be, but I mean, we're working on it.
And it's not anything we put people on there. You have to go put yourself on there too, because we want you to be part of it and involved in it and know what it is. Because there are other websites out there where they literally pull in businesses and they have to go in, the business itself has to go in and claim their page or whatever. And that's not what we wanted. We wanted people to find out about this word of mouth by seeing it and having a friend be on there or something, to feel like they're, truly part of it.
So tell us about how people can get signed up and tell us about the Facebook page, if you don't mind.
Okay, so you can go to supportbikers.com and you can put a listing on there. So it'll let you put almost like a profile on Facebook. You get to put pictures in there. You can put how they can contact you, what product you sell, your website, your YouTube channel, your Facebook. So you go in and you create your listing. But remember, when you go in and create that listing, this is what the public's going to see. So remember that when you're setting up the listing, now it doesn't automatically go on. We have to approve it. So a lot of times Granny Ma Badger does that. She would reach out to you and go, hey, you probably want to change this picture, or that picture doesn't look good. So we do our best to give you your best foot forward when you set up your listing on Support Bikers.
Yeah.
Did you say granny-in-law?
Granny Ma.
That's what my kids.
Granny Ma.
Yeah, so her kids our kids named her Granny Ma, and so she's Granny Ma Badger.
That's really cool. And hey, guys, all kidding aside, sincerely, thank you for what you do for all of us. I can see
doesn't make you. I'm sitting there thinking, I am so inadequate. I don't do shit for anyone. And it's like these people wake up at 2 a.m. It's like, honey, we got to start a Support Bikers thing. Oh my God. It's like, I worry about what I'm going to eat for breakfast in the morning. It's like, I just feel like crap now.
Yeah.
This is awful, guys. Hey, we got the Fireside chat. We should do the Fireside chat support group or something.
Hey, Jack, all kidding aside, I think one thing we can do is the three of us can help support, the Badgers and the rest of the folks that are doing this. Through our channel and the medium that we have, right? We're all small channels, but we all touch 3,000-4,000 different people. Let's do that, right? Because we're trying to help each other out.
Yeah, we got to find a way to. We got to find a way to do something to, And I told you guys, like I did with my store, I give all that money back to, forgotten angels, and you just want to give back. I was just telling Henriette today, just give it back. Whatever money, if you're working right now, give it to somebody else.
Yeah. Ultimately, that's the point. Is a huge biker network that can help each other.
Yes.
So, it's like I said, if you need a T-shirt and you can buy one from a channel, why not?
Right.
Amazon's got enough money. So
yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's kind of the point of this is, I guess the other piece of that is in support. If you don't have money to support, there's other ways, guys. You can like and share videos. You can comment. You can like and share Facebook posts. You can share it. I mean, there's more ways to support each other than just spending money. Although it's great that you can spend money. Maybe you lost your job. I don't know your situation, but you can support still just by telling everybody about it.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Hey, hit that thumbs up on this video and that share button.
You know what, though, Sonny? I think you hit it on. Whether it's what you guys are doing or anything else, we don't know other people's situations, so busting people's chops, isn't the right thing to do, right? Because we don't know where people are at in their life or what's going on, and can be struggling. So again, appreciate what you guys are doing. So, all right, for the group, next question. This will be a surprise to you, Jack. Most important modification you made to your motorcycle? You only get one, and why?
So Angie and I talked about this. This is pretty funny. So we don't really modify our bikes. We just ride them till the wheels fall off. The funny thing is we usually buy used bikes. So I let you put all the accessories on, and then I buy it from you after you spent all the money.
Whoever did all the work.
Whoever does all the chrome work on Angie's bike and the custom paint, we appreciate you.
Yes. And all the flames and everything that you can think of, good flames on it. No, I put a tail light on the back because
she put a new tail light on. That's her big modification.
That was my big
LED
modification
with blinkers built into it, and mine would be a cell phone charger.
Wow. Yeah, Colin has so many of those lights. Angie has to have like 3 batteries on it.
3 batteries.
Oh, babies. So, Jack, how about you?
I'm thinking.
See, if I sent the questions to you in advance, you'd have this, dude.
Yeah, but then it's pre-planned. Then the audience is like, this is scripted.
Maybe skinny tires.
No, I didn't put skinny tires on it. No, probably the best modification I did on the bike thus far, I believe, is probably the custom dynamic lights.
Yeah.
The visibility and stuff is just amazing. It's on there now. So you put on there, Dick. Why did you do it? Yeah, you're not allowed to say that on the public channel. Oh, wait.
That's again the Badgers parents, as a reminder, are in the comments. I'm watching the show, Colin. So if you can just
you should have spelled it out in Morse code.
That's right.
Hold on, you put up with me as
write down Richard.
You can't offend her.
How about you, Colin?
Suspension. I love the lights, but honestly, doing the rear and the front suspension was a huge benefit to me. And I would have done it in the beginning if I listened to some people, but I didn't. I did it towards the end. I did it after 3 years. And if anybody ever wants to upgrade their suspension, I highly recommend doing it as one of your first upgrades. So I have Legend on the back, and then I have progressive monotubes on the front, and just night and day difference, just huge. Yesterday I rode for 300 miles and my back felt great. Going into corners was phenomenal. It felt so enjoyable. So that's what I think is the most important mod.
That's a big deal, man, because I know you have a bad back and people have bad backs. That's a big deal. By the way, I just got a text from Custom Dynamics that says Colin's out, you're in. So mine is Custom Dynamics stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
I love my LEDs, but the suspension is
honestly for me, and I've done a lot of things, especially to my Ultra Limited. The biggest deal to me was getting bars. Bars make it so much more comfortable for long rides. I think I can maneuver the bike a ton better. And if I could only do one, that would be Custom Dynamics first, and then definitely the bars. So, okay, great answers, folks. All right, we are going to go into rapid fire. Is everybody ready?
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, here we go. Foot or feet down or up at a stop sign?
Feet down.
Both or one?
Both.
Nice. I know your answer, Jack, but go ahead. Tell everybody.
Who stops at stop signs? It's called, what does Mrs. Azura call it? Was that a drifting stop? I'm like, yeah. It's like, no, if we do stop 2 up, it's 2 feet. If I'm by myself, it's 1.
I'm normally 1 on the left side.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do 2, but normally always 1. I always keep my foot on my brake, my right foot.
Yeah.
And then my left foot down.
I get that. I got to tell a story. Jack and I were riding. We both lived in Pittsburgh at the same time, rode a bunch together, and we were kind of taking a ride, and Jack was leading, and it was funny as heck. I just said, "Hey, Jack, did you think that stop sign was optional?" And he almost laughed so hard he fell off of his bike while the children in the neighborhood were diving off the street. But it was, you know what? For me, I'm definitely like Colin, right brake and left foot down. But I'm in this thing about how much can I balance the bike at a stop sign without putting my feet down. So I know that's probably not a good thing, but if I ever drop it at a stop sign, I promise I will get off and take a picture and post it. So
I hope you have the camera rolling.
Come on, are you kidding me? All right. Do you wear a watch? And if you do, and you went to work without it, how would you feel? Would you go back? Yeah. This is an old guy question, right? People are like, "You got a phone, Bob? What the hell's wrong with you?"
If you watch Wild Hogs, you know to lose the watch.
All right, that's fair. That is fair.
There you go.
Yeah, I always it's an Apple Watch, and it's the way I work. I'm not, I don't carry my cell phone around at work, so it beeps on my arm. So yeah, I do wear it, and if I did forget it a couple of times, I feel awful, horrible that I don't have it.
That's no different than.
Yeah.
It's just not fair.
No watch. I'm a no watch guy.
No tan lines. That's a good.
No, I haven't worn a watch in probably like 20 years. I think my last one. Remember those Casios, little digital readout ones. That,
yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, you're older.
Bob, I bet you had that little Timex.
You must be older than us because I don't remember that watch.
I'm younger than you. So no, I don't wear watch. I mean, I have my cell phone. So I mean, I get it. Some people don't have it on there, but I usually that, or I look at the sundial.
I'm a little surprised, Colin. As detail-oriented and process-oriented as you and I are, that you don't wear a watch.
But I have everything on my phone. Why do I need a watch?
Wow.
So you don't. This is what I hate all day. When
it just seems like overkill.
Look, I see people do this for like, what are you doing? Take some time.
Oh, so would you rather do this?
No, I could turn my arm and look, but don't you get tired? Because I work with students all day. I'm like, do you ever put that damn phone down and put it? They can't leave. It's like they're glued to their palm. It's stuck there. It's like this world has gone to shit with these phones.
Hey, Jack, can you make that face in that little thing again? Because that was funny as shit right there.
That's what she said. Oh. Stuck to your palm, huh, Jack?
Stuck to your palm. That's right.
I am getting better, but I'm an Apple Watch guy too.
Apple Watch. For
the longest time in my life, if I went to work and was halfway to work and didn't have my watch on, I may turn around. But I'm getting better. So I will tell you, I'm not without a watch yet, but I am definitely.
I turn around for my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Like if I let my phone around, I mean, that's my lifeline.
I've done that on purpose. And Mrs. H, I'll come home, she'll go, "You didn't have your phone." I'm like, that was kind of planned.
Well, I wanted to tell my wife that might be a plan.
Yeah, but it's like I wanted something from the store. I said, "You should have told me before I left." I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like I don't even know you, dude. I'm getting you a watch for Christmas. Just saying. All right. Have you ever rearranged your work schedule to ride?
We ride for work.
That's our business.
That is our life. So, yes, no.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. How can we get that gig? Is what I say. Jack, how about you?
I've taken personal days.
Really?
Are you asking like, do we like call out to ride?
Sure.
Well, I don't want to say that on here in case somebody.
That's pretty cool.
No,
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I always am punctual and I never miss work. No, I don't think the only time I do, I mean, if I have like a meeting or anything, I'll definitely plan a ride in, and then like afterwards, and like one day, this is cool with my company. We have like a meeting that we have once a year, and it's in Upper Midwest, let's put it that way. So I asked them if I could ride out to the meeting, which is a 3-day ride. And they said yes. So either next year, I'm actually going to ride up for 3 days out there and 3 days back. So basically I'll get a week off and get paid for it. So that's pretty cool that I can do that. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm like professional monkey. If I see a hole, I'm going for a ride. And you know what? It's funny, Colin, you're talking about people from work. I rode the other day. It was really lunchtime during the week.
Yeah, that's what you said on the video.
And I made the comment of, if anybody's watching this, it's back to work, number one, and two, it's really Saturday. So that's why, Jack, you taught me this. Don't ever tell what day it is when you're riding, right?
Never date and time.
Exactly.
It's brilliant.
All right. Hey, this is important for life, this question. So this is real important. So stay focused on this one if you don't mind. When you cut your grass, do the lines matter?
I don't cut the grass. I work on the bikes. She cuts the grass.
And no.
They don't matter?
Oh
my God. Do I even? Oh.
And I love being outside, and that's just not one thing I know.
No? All right. Ay. Jack?
We don't have grass no more because in the backyard I built a garage and a solid concrete driveway to get rid of all that nasty stuff. So we don't cut grass.
Yeah.
Jack, have you ever cut your grass? Come on.
I have a couple times until Mrs. HDR took the mower over, and then I used to just stand in the pool and watch her. I would hold a beer for her though and keep it cold so she can get a sip when she needed it.
I bet she did that because the lines were all over the freaking place. Right.
Lines, so, what are you talking about lines? And no, you know, my dad used to call those, believe it or not, I did a video on that one time. He used to call those cat steps because when it kind of like goes across your, and they're not straight. So if you're a kid out there and you're mowing the grass, mow it crooked as you can. Your dad will take over and you'll never do it again.
So Jack, you actually did a video on this?
Yeah, there is a video on it. On cutting grass. Yeah.
I got to branch out a little more. Thank you, Robin, for having some common sense. Colin, how about you?
I think you know my answer.
Of course I know your answer.
Because I'm like the king of OCD when it comes to things being straight. I look at baseball fields as a goal. So like whenever you go to a major league ballpark and you see like the perfect cuts and the diamonds, I'm like, I'm going to aspire to that one day. It's that pathetic. And so, yes, when I'm out, it's got to be straight. It's an issue. I've been working on it, but yes, to answer your question.
I almost fired the people that put the fertilizer down on our lawn because it doesn't look perfect. So you're damn right the line's got to be straight.
Yep.
This way one week, this way the other week.
Hey, you got to go against the grain. Absolutely.
When do you guys have time to ride motorcycles? That sounds like a lot of work.
Don't give me that.
Dude, I have a tractor. I can do it in like 30 minutes.
We have tractors, dude. We just drink while we're riding. And we can still keep the line straight.
Put concrete in the yard. Get rid of all that grass.
I like his thinking.
Why do you have to mow like in different directions and all?
It makes it look better. And it's
who cares?
It's on.
Who's looking at it except you? Nobody's looking. You think a plane's gonna ever go? Damn, that BoDean's yard looks really. Oh, you got the shit down there. That looks good. They're not doing that, Bob. They don't care.
If they don't, they should. So, I was going to ask Professional Monkey wants to know how long that I've been married. And I was going to tell him that I've been married to my beautiful wife for over 30 years until I realized that he's talking about you and me, Jack. So, I will tell you, Jack and I have been friends for about 3 years, but it was so bad, dude, I had to move. So
I told some people that I got out of the truck today, me and Henry, and we walked over and they go, HDR, and they came over and we started chatting a little bit. It was really cool to meet them. And he said him and his wife wants to go out to dinner with me and Mrs. HDR. I said the last people did that was BoDean, and the very next week they moved to Michigan.
And that's a sign.
I said, where are you two moving to? They were caught off guard.
That is a sign. Well, Colin, thank you for your answer, and I appreciate your focus. So, ever want to ditch a crappy performing video? You ever have a video that things are going good, and you put one out and it just people don't like it, or it doesn't get a lot of views? Did you ever think of getting rid of it? Even if you didn't, did you ever think about it?
So I've considered it a couple times, but
Crossed the mind, but
ultimately, our channel's about us, and whatever we did, screwed it up or whatever, that's just part of us. That's what you get. So if you make it look like perfect and hunky-dory all the time, that's not real life. That's what's wrong with most TV shows. Oh, it's great. Life isn't like that, right? Your camera doesn't work. Your mic sucks. Whatever that may be, that's just part of it.
Jack?
No, once I post it, it's posted. I'm not going to take it back down.
Okay.
No, unless, so it's funny. I don't know if you aim this at me or not, Bob. So I have older videos I've taken off, and I'm talking like a couple of years ago. Just, really stupid ones. I think I've taken like 10, 15 down and just unlisted them. I just put one out 2 days ago, and I actually took it down. It's not and it actually didn't do great. It was more of a lower performing video, but that stuff doesn't bother me, honestly. The reason I took it down is I got 2 emails from YouTube for a copyright strike, which I have no idea why. It was about freaking bars, no music, no nothing. They didn't give an explanation, so I'm not fighting it, so I just took it down over a video. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, so that's never happened where I got 2 back-to-back emails saying this is a copyright infringement. I don't know what it said, but
dude, I can't hang around you anymore if you're going to be in YouTube jail.
I did have that on my coffee with HD.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. I mean, it was a simple video, so I mean, but no. To answer your question, no. I mean, what's the point? I mean, everybody has winners and everybody has some that don't do so well, right?
Yeah, you know what, Colin? I got one a long time ago when I was at Bike Week, because I was walking down the street and somebody had music on their bike.
Yeah.
Right when I first started the channel, and they sent me a note, and they actually just said demonetize it, and it's I'm fine, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I will tell you, it's that I've taken one video down ever.
I know which one.
Yeah, and Colin and I talked about this.
Hell, Michigan.
When I actually moved to Michigan, I did a video on Hell, Michigan, which is about 15, 20 minutes from my house, and it was kind of a spoof type. Oh, I think I'm driving to hell, blah, 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 right? And there were some folks that took it personal. So I took it down, and the minute I took it down, I was mad at myself. So it took me about 2 weeks, and I did another one, and it stayed up. So Colin helped me with the dude, you shouldn't have took that down. I thought it was funny as hell, right? But there were some people that were.
You're never going to make everybody happy.
No,
Exactly. You're not. I mean, if people get pissed off and write nasty comments, who gives a shit?
And I was just talking to somebody about that the other day with that video I posted about real or fake people on YouTube, and that's exactly it. Is people look and say, I want to put out exactly what my viewer wants to see. I like the Badgers, the way of doing it. They're putting out what they want to put out. There's a big difference. If you want to watch, fine. If don't come over.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Do you ever have contractors hire them to do something at your house? You like to do that? You fan of contractors or not?
We've been helping small businesses for a long time now. I mean, that's been so we're a part of business networking groups, so we've tried to bring some over, and
so far maybe 50-50 on the results. So I mean, no, I hate having contractors over because that means I'm going to have to pay somebody to have something fixed. So, but if needed, of course.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, you said this is Angie. Did you start Angie's List?
No.
Well, she's so into these listing contractors. I'm like, wait a minute.
Angie's List for bikers.
Yes, I think I'm going to start
supportbikers.com.
Angie's List for bikers. Okay. Because this next comment can come off very poorly to a lot of people out there. But we've hired a lot of contractors recently. And the one thing I said is, I want to be a contractor because they must all be millionaires because none of them show up to do the work. We have contractors. They start at 1 p.m. and at 3:30 they're like, well, that's it. I'm going to wrap up for the day. And then they're here. They're in your house for like 4 months. I said, if you guys were working 8-hour day, you could have been out here in a week. And when they tell you, they said, don't worry, your new living room will be done so you can decorate it for Christmas. Ask them for a year. That's very important. Don't assume it's this year because it could be a couple years from now. So
yeah. We'll be done in May. Are you talking 2021 or?
Yeah, you got it. I swear to God, ask because they came out to do the windows. I said, when would they be done? Oh, Friday. Which Friday of which year? So ask.
You know what? I used to have a buddy that lives in the South, and I asked him. He moved from close to me. He actually lived in D.C. when I lived in Maryland. And I said, hey, what's the difference in the South than from the Northeast? He said, if you're getting an appliance and they tell you it'll be delivered on Tuesday, you got to ask them which Tuesday.
Which Tuesday?
That could be weeks later. So, Colin, how about you?
Normally, no. I mean, if I do contract, what's funny? You know what I pay someone to do, and I did it like once or twice, is power wash my house. I don't know if you guys do that, but power washing the entire house takes it's an all day endeavor. And they got these guys that will come out and charge $300, $400, and they'll do it all in like an hour and a half. They got like the super freaking pressure washer, knock it all out. That is money well spent. So I look at it that way because it sucks power washing your house and drywall. I'm not a drywall fan, so I will contract out for that. Otherwise, I try to do everything myself.
Okay, I got to pipe in. So you're talking about lawn and mowing your lawn. No, I love to power wash because I love to see being dirty and you're like that line of oh, that's clean. Comparing it to, so I love power wash.
Oh, I like seeing that too. I just don't like seeing it after 8 hours.
It's funny he said that because I just started doing that to our house. I just got the one side done yesterday.
See, you can convert, Angie, before the end of this show. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to have you cutting your lines straight in your grass.
Straighten.
You got it inside you. I can tell. That's for sure.
Well, I'm actually like Jack. I'm about to order 3 truckloads of shell because being here in Florida, and the shells are really cool. And that actually, my backyard, I'm filling up with shells. So I will have no grass in the backyard.
That's excellent. That's the best. All you need is a fire pit and a couple chairs. That's
Yeah.
All right. Rain gear before it starts to rain or after?
We're in Florida, so depends on what time of year. If it's the middle of summer, a rain shower is just what the doctor ordered because you'll be dry before you get home, and it's 1,000 degrees outside. So we don't even bother with rain gear then. But if we're traveling like we did this last trip, you don't want to be wet all day and miserable. So rain gear first.
Yeah.
Jack?
If we can see it, not if you guys Bob, you experienced this when you went home last year, I think, from the mountains. If you're riding and you can see that you're coming into the storm, we always stop and put it on. Because if we don't, we're very sad people once we get there, and we know we should have.
Right.
But we've all been caught in the rain too. So and like Badger said, you will dry out eventually. So
Colin?
You guys do the risk game? So do you have that app on your phone with the radar?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about. So if you look at it, you pull over, I'm like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna stream through this little band and get around it, so I don't have to put on my rain gear. I'd rather do that, make a game out of it.
He does, the good rain dance. I mean,
I can take roads and put you in your garage, and then it pours.
Yeah. I mean, it's a science, man. I mean, those apps are pretty dead on. So I like turn it into kind of like a fun challenge. But to answer your question, after. I don't like wearing rain gear until if I know it's pouring, then I'll pull over and I'll put it on.
Dude, what a brilliant idea! I love that.
The challenge with the rain app or with the radar? Oh, dude, it's a blast.
I usually play the how low can I go on gas game because I'm a guy and that's what we do. But
I'll take roads out of the way and go out of my way 15 miles just to avoid rain, and I'll watch the radar when I'm riding. I'm like, okay, I need to go right. Need to go left.
Do you go in a straight line or do you?
Sometimes.
Okay. All right. Favorite on the road food item? You just get one.
Oh, we didn't go over that one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and does that be food or could it be a drink?
No, it's got to be food.
It's got to be food? Oh, geez.
And what drink would go with it? That's fair.
Well, so they would be separate items. So when we pull into town for the hotel at night, she's like, is the hotel near a convenience store that has the hot cappuccino? Because that's what she
The French
loves.
vanilla cappuccino.
So that's like her one like main thing she's got to have.
I don't need the food. I can just do that.
And me, it's coffee. So wherever we go has to have coffee.
Yeah.
All right. Jack?
Mine would be, if it's one item, it'd be a hot dog.
So are we talking about like pulling over and getting like when we are
Like a Wawa.
You're stopping. You got to stop and get something to eat, dude, because you're on a long ride. What's your go-to? What do you want? What do you want
Chick-fil-A
from Sheetz?
From
No,
at a gas station.
It's one item, dude. You can't go through a Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
If you can put
one
that shit
item,
on video. Snickers.
What's that?
Snickers.
A Snickers?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I'm addicted to those things. Yeah, they're the best.
Wow. Yeah, I got to admit that's a great idea at Chick-fil-A. That is good. I went out with Mrs. BoDean today, and today it was a burger, right? So a burger and a beer, right? Normally we'll do it. So, all right, just a couple more here. And I know that Sonny, you talked a little bit about this, but do you think the Amazon guy comes to your house too much is judging us?
I honestly think he could give two shits less about any of us.
Okay, Jack.
We have a very cool UPS guy that brings our Amazon stuff, and he said he loves coming here.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to turn the tables of this one. Do you, and I'm not saying you guys are cheap bastards or anything, but do you guys tip your post person or like someone like this, like the Amazon guy, the UPS guy that comes to your house every day? Do you guys?
Hell no, absolutely not.
Male person, yes.
I'm not talking every time. I'm talking like once a year, like during Christmas or something.
The mail person give a Christmas card to, yeah. And you put, you tuck maybe $50 in there for him for doing a nice job, but not the Amazon guy.
Well, I mean, depends on how much you're getting. I mean, like I'm not getting a ton of stuff from Amazon or delivered to my house every day like you are, Jack.
Yeah, but the Amazon guy, we have an actual UPS guy. Those Amazon van drivers, they change weekly.
Well, if it's the same guy, I'm not going to say just Johnny on the spot.
Assume it's the same dude.
Delivering it. I'm just.
So what's the answer, Colin?
I do tip.
I have a question.
Once a year, and I always tip them. I always tip our mail carrier.
Where do we draw the line on that? Do you tip your automotive mechanic and your bike mechanic?
Oh God, it's funny is what was it? One of my earliest videos, I did a whole video about tipping, the tipping enigma, if I remember right, about who do you tip and who you don't.
Right.
I worked in the service industry when I was younger, so I'm a big fan of tipping.
I get that, but you don't charge $100 an hour to do that. Or
I agree. I like doing it as a thank you. If somebody works hard and they do a good job, I'm gonna take care of them.
And this question wasn't necessarily.
I know it wasn't about tipping. I didn't mean to get off track.
We took a right turn, didn't we?
Now we're going to be like debating for the next hour about tipping. So
that's going to be a question next week: is how and when do you tip?
I like tipping, man. I like taking care of people because we're talking about giving it back, man. I mean, that's one way I do it. I try to take care of people that are, because that's a tough job.
Is your Amazon guy judging you? Answer the question.
No, because I give him money.
Oh, so he's judging you positively, right? I will tell you, I try not to buy Amazon, but we do it.
You try what? You are such a liar. Why are you lying on national TV?
Hey, where the hell's the mute button for Jack?
Bob gets an Amazon package
all
a day.
I know is I walked out on the front porch one day, and there was like a little table with a basket on it, and it had like Pop-Tarts and candy bars and water and juice. And I'm like, where the hell did this come from? My wife's like, that's for the Amazon guy. I think he's working too hard at our house. So
maybe she put it out for Santa Claus and it was just left over.
Yeah, maybe that's it. All right. One or two words for the people that continue to watch the three of our crazy old butts. And I guess the same thing for you guys is, how do you feel about the people that follow you and are involved with your cause and that? What's the one or two words you want to assign to that?
Awesome, fantastic, a great community that cares.
Yeah. Very nice.
Grateful.
Grateful.
You're next, Jack.
2 words. It's actually 1 or 2 words. Love you.
Oh, dude, I feel like I want to air hug you right now.
I was going to say love you all, but that would be 3. So I just had to shorten it.
I saw
Colin's answer is
My jeans are gonna hug you.
Oh, huggy jeans.
I have 3 words. I appreciate you.
Oh,
Very, very, very much. So it's, this community is what makes things go around, right? I mean, we've all met people on YouTube and we've all become good friends because of it. The 3 of us have become very, very close, all because of YouTube and all because of watching a video. So thank you. I appreciate all you guys very much.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And I agree, guys. It's just an appreciation, right? At the end of the day, we're brothers and sisters that happen to love the same thing that we do. And just a huge thank you to the Badgers, because that really is, you guys are doing exactly what we're talking about, and you're putting actions to words. So if people don't follow you or know what you guys are doing, I'm going to stop using the word movement after Sonny gave me his answer on that. But these guys are making a difference for all of us, and I'm going to make sure that I know the 3 of us are going to make sure that we're continuing to support you guys the best we can. So thank you for being on the show. Any closing comments from both of you?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. So real quick, guys, May 5th is the end of raising money to send veterans on the world record poker run. So we did a almost 6-hour marathon earlier in the month. We're raising money till the 5th. We've had 27 veterans nominated to go on the world record poker run. So for every $1,800 we raise, we get to send a veteran completely for free on the world record poker run. We have completely paid for 6. We're working on 7, and that ends on May 5th. So you can go to supportbikers.com/veterans, and there's a donate now button right there. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $10, $1,000. Whatever you can give, that just goes to send a well-deserving veteran on the world record poker run.
And thank you, Randy Sinister Clutch, too, for all that you've done to push the word out there about everything.
That's awesome.
Hey, kudos to you 2. You're good people.
Yeah, no doubt. Colin, final thoughts for you?
No, I mean, thank you too for coming on. What you're doing is outstanding. And I know I've been following you guys for about 8-9 months, and keep it up, man. I think, I wish you guys much success on this poker run. You guys are going to nail it. And it's awesome what you 2 are doing. And thank you very much.
Jack?
Yes, thank you both. And as you said, you made me feel about that big in this world right now. But I am an educator, so I give back to children every day of the week. And that's something to give back to.
I'm sure you've been to events. I'm sure you've done stuff.
We do go to a lot of events. We do always tip everyone, Colin. We give tips to everybody out there. So, but yeah, thanks both of you for being on. We wanted to go on the Great American Poker Run here, but it's just not in the cards for this year. But it's going to be a great event. I can't wait to see it on YouTube.
Yeah. Thank you guys for what you're doing. Honestly and sincerely, we appreciate what you're doing for all of us, and anything that we can do to help support you, including the folks I know that are in the chat. We appreciate them coming in. Please let us know. And thank you to everybody for coming out tonight. And I think, Jack, you are on next week. So
next week.
Look for that. We'll get that information out to you. And the Badgers, thank you.
Thank you guys for having us on here. We appreciate it. And everybody,
like, share, comment, support.
You bet. All righty. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys.